I know, I look crazy. It's Sunday. No, Saturday. My brain is mush. Hey guys, so it's Saturday. I have just been, actually I've been pretty busy today, kind of getting everything situated with my husband, taxes and numbers and just so much craziness. So we've kind of been hanging out, but we kind of been working at the same time. And before I go into my next phase, which is laundry, I want to just come and have a little sit down with you guys. So today I want to talk about budgeting. Oh my gosh, I know you guys are tired of budgeting. It's like as soon as I get like on something, I'm like on it. It like consumes me. It's crazy. And budgeting, saving money, getting financially healthy it's just on the list right now. It's on the menu. So I want to talk about just things I've learned about myself, things I've decided to change about the way that we live in our home since I started budgeting. So if you're interested in just things I've learned about myself and my budgeting journey, which still has just begun, but we're in it now. We're totally in it. Then just stay tuned. So I started budgeting recently. It's so funny because everyone I tell about it kind of looks like, because it does sound super restricting, and it's not. Even when I'm like, I tell someone I'm budgeting, and they're like, oh, let's go for lunch. And I'm like, yeah, it's Friday, let's go for lunch. And they're like, did you budget for that? Yes, yes, I budgeted for that. Like my husband always try to play me because he's like, you got money in your envelope for that? I'm like, you know what? Stop it. Stop it. But it's all fun. He supports me. My friends support me. So it's cool. It's just poking a little fun at the bear, and I can take it. It's cool. But I have changed things in our house and the way that we move and the way that we do things. So I do want to talk about that. So the first thing that I found that's very, very, very helpful, and I'm like, wow, why haven't I done this a long time ago, was meal planning. So meal planning is not meal prep. They're totally different things. It is essentially planning out what you're gonna eat, what you're gonna cook, how your week is gonna go as far as food goes. So I would use, so I never meal planned. I literally would go to the grocery store and just buy a bunch of stuff and then just figure it out that day. Like I would take food out the day before or the night before or the morning of and just kind of wing it. But with me meal planning, I actually buy less from the grocery store and I shop differently. So I go in actually to the grocery store with a list, which is something I never did. I did do kind of an inventory of what we had and what we needed, but I would just, wing it. We don't need this, but I would just throw it in the cart. Just throw it in the bag, So it's too easy. But how I shop now, I go into my pantry, I go into my fridge, I go into the freezer, and I figure out what we have, and I make a list of what we're going to have for dinner, period. So my son, who's 7, he loves it. He's like, Mommy, what is this? What is that? What is DIY pizza? And he literally won't let me change the meal plan. Like, he loves the fact that he knows what he's going to eat for dinner. But that helped me kind of shop out of my pantry because it was only like 1 or 2 items for each meal that I would have to actually purchase. And when I went to the grocery store, I pretty much stuck to the list. I did add a couple of things on there. There were some meats that were on sale, so I got a few extra meats. Excuse me. But that really was it. I didn't veer too much from, because with budgeting, that's the only envelope I took in, and I actually got change back, so that was nice. So how I shop has completely changed. I used to go into every single aisle and just look and see, maybe I need that, maybe I need that, and just add in stuff. But with this meal planning, I don't do that. I only get what's on my list. I go to the aisles that I need, and then I'm in and out. Too easy. And then I already was going to the grocery store weekly because there was things that we needed weekly. So instead of just buying stuff and just randomly getting stuff and hoping it lasts, I am planning on doing a weekly grocery shopping. So period. So I really didn't put enough in my envelopes for that. So when I was talking to my husband today, I told him how much I had in my envelope. He was like, yeah, that's not enough. And I was like, clearly, I know. Like, I know I have enough. I have some left over from last time, but I gotta go shopping again tomorrow. So I'm like, bruh. So what I think I'm gonna do is continue to plan how I am, and I pay for 1 week of groceries and he pays for the next. So that way it's every other, and it'll fall on when I get paid. So still budgeting, because he's not in my budget. So, you know, that extra income from him has to go somewhere, and a portion of it will go towards groceries. Sorry, I got my little list. So if I keep looking down, that's what I'm looking at, my list. Let me pull it up. And then, oh yeah, I said not shopping every aisle. So this week, I should have brought it up here. Because we had like good things. So one day we had chicken noodle soup. We had chicken, we had noodles. All I had to do was get another thing of stock. We had onions. I had to get celery and carrots. So that was it. And those are things I can use for other things. I used all the carrots, but celery, we can juice it. So other things. One day we had DIY pizza and chicken wings. I made the chicken wings. And then Dylan was able to make his own little personal pan pizza with the naan that we already had in the cabinet. Yesterday we had jerk chicken, mashed potatoes, and corn. And those were all items. I had to buy nothing for that meal, like absolutely nothing. Those are pantry items. It was potatoes that was left. I didn't want them to go bad, so that's why I chose mashed potatoes over anything else. I'm trying to think what else we had. Like, we had like meals. We only had one day with leftovers, and that was Thursday, I want to say. And that was the kids could either eat leftovers or they could just kind of fend for themselves with the easy meals. But yeah, it was super easy. I already knew what was going out. Even like for the jerk chicken, I had my husband season it while I was at work, and then the next day I came home and I cooked it. You know, because it's posted, everyone knows what we're gonna eat, so it's too easy. So another thing that we did, because that was long, another thing that we have done is reduce laundry. So I used to do laundry every day. Every single day I was washing laundry, washing something. And even though we don't pay too much for electricity here, I still want that to go down. And I want to build habits that are going to last for after we are out this situation. So I've reduced it down to once a week. That day does fluctuate. So last week it was Sunday, this week it was Friday, but I'm able to wash everything, get everyone's clothes put away, and they're good for the rest of the week. So I'm not sure if next week we'll go back into Sunday, and it'll probably fluctuate between Sunday and Friday, but that's okay with me. So number 3, big thing is coffee. Every single day we drink coffee. Even pregnant, I'm allowed to have 1 glass a day. So instead of going to Starbucks, which I love Starbucks, and I kind of turned my husband on to Starbucks, it's pretty bad. I purchased everything that we need for coffee here. So he loves caramel drizzle. I've gotten a big thing of caramel. We got different flavor creamers. We got nutmeg. We got cinnamon. The only thing he likes like powders, like cocoa powder or vanilla powder. I have to get those. I looked on Amazon. They're pretty expensive. But, I mean, he really just, it's a mind thing for him. You can't taste it. So, I've gotten everything that we need for coffee. I love iced coffee. It doesn't matter if it's hot or cold outside. So I actually purchased see-through cups and tops and straws from Amazon. But then we have the like stainless steel type of cups for hot coffee. So yeah, taking our coffee with us every day is a huge game changer, because that's $5 a day right there. I did start packing my lunch consistently, but that also goes with the meal planning, where I'm cooking every day. I'm putting food aside for myself for me to eat. And then Friday I actually went out to lunch with a girlfriend. So, you know, you still have wiggle room. You're still able to be a normal person. You just have to plan for it. So the last thing that changed for me is my YouTube feed, which is very interesting, because instead of it being so much heavy on beauty, it's really heavy on finances and saving money and budgeting and cash envelope stuffing, which is super weird to me, because I don't know why people want to show people them putting their money in envelopes, but whatever, I find myself watching it. So my YouTube feed definitely has changed, and that's okay, because I'm continuing to learn and learn about myself, and I like to watch other people's journeys too. So something that I am on the fence with, I thought I knew how I was going to do it or handle it, and instead I think I'm swinging into a different side of the fence, is sinking funds. So a sinking fund essentially is a savings account for something special. So a lot of people have sinking funds for Christmas. They put a certain aside every month, and in December or October, whenever they decide to go shopping, they have that money there. So it's just a savings account, but for a specific thing. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do sinking funds. And then I started thinking about all the things that I have coming up this year. I have kids' birthdays, lots of kids' birthdays. We have the new baby. I have my sister's turning 4 years this year, so I know she's gonna wanna do something. Both of our birthdays are coming up. I'm going to school this year, and I have to pay for a semester because I was doing too much. So I let my GPA go down, so now I have to actually pay for a semester. I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on this year. So I was like, damn, if I do sinking funds, like honestly, all of my money is gonna go to sinking funds and nothing's gonna go to my snowball. So what I have decided to do was I'm just going to be aggressive in my savings as well as my snowball. So whatever my end amount is, I'm probably going to do 60-40. So, you know, 60% go to my snowball and 40 go to my savings. And that way, when those big items come up, I have that money sitting aside where I can actually, you know, use it to do whatever we need to do, and keep it moving. So not the whole thing, but I'll have a working savings account for the items that I have identified as sinking funds. I'm not going to track it. I'm just going to save aggressively throughout the year. And when something comes up, I'm not going to feel bad about using money that I've worked for the items that I knew were coming up that year. So that's it. So guys, I hope you like this video. That is all the things that I have learned so far about myself, ways that we've changed, things that we're working on when it comes to budgeting. This is super exciting. It's an amazing journey. I'm trying to get other people on it with me, but ain't nobody trying to be restricted. But you know, for me, I'm like, when I'm able to walk into a store or car dealership or realtor and get exactly what I want based on my my criteria, then that is something for me. So at this point in my age, I'll be 33 this year. We're having a new baby. Like, I'm just not trying to be the same financially as I've always been. I'm trying to be intentional when it comes to growth, and I'm gonna grow in every other area. Why not my finances too? So thanks guys for watching. Please like and subscribe and share this video, and